read you something and try to imagine who said it. No Google or AI searches allowed. If Christ were among us today, he would not spare even a single moment to fight the leaders of despotism and global arrogance. Nor would he tolerate hunger and wandering of millions of people degenerated by the hegemonic and colonialist powers into war, corruption, and violence. Jesus Christ, who is the manifestation of divine attributes, raised the flag of guiding and saving humans at a time when ignorance, injustice, and inattention to human values was prevalent. He stood up to oppressing powers, which were dependent on their wealth and power, and he promoted justice, mercy, and monotheism. Today, those who believe in that great prophet, Muslims and Christians, should follow the teachings and the path of divine prophets and try to promote human virtues on the basis of the teachings of these prophets. Guess who? The man who uttered these words was none other than Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei. Wait, the Ayatollah of Iran loves Jesus? This man who they have scared you of so much loves Jesus and follows his path more than all of those who hate him and tell you to hate him. On the other hand, let us see the things our greatest ally believe about Jesus. They believe Jesus was a false teacher, a false prophet, a sorcerer, one who led the people of Israel away from the Torah, that he was justly executed, and even that, God forbid, he is burning in hell, and much, much worse. Of course, you will see the bots, the fake accounts, the paid Zios pretending that Christians should support Israel against their main enemy, which is Iran, led by this man. And the reason they hate the Ayatollah is the same reason these fork-tongued liars will hate and fight Jesus himself. Because we must ask ourselves, who is Jesus? Was Jesus a person who would kill innocent people? Was Jesus a person who would tolerate indecency to the worst degree and sexual assault? Was Jesus a person who would tolerate those known to use violence to create false flag attacks, to emotionally manipulate people for nefarious agendas, to cause strife and mischief between people for their own personal aims? So who loves Jesus more? Donald Trump, whose claim to fame was everything opposed to God and Jesus, from womanizing with underage girls, parties, alcohol, casinos, war, self-worship? Or Netanyahu, a mass murderer who was responsible for the deaths of tens of thousands of innocent men, women, and children? Or the systems these two tyrants represent? Or Ayatollah Khamenei, a noble man of God whose nation adorns the dress of our Holy Mother Mary and takes the stance of our beloved Jesus, to fight the oppressor, to stand for the oppressed, to feed the poor, to distribute the wealth, to eliminate interest lending banks and a financial system to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. Do you understand now why they want you to hate Ayatollah Khamenei and the Islamic system? They don't want you to know the truth because they have flipped it on its head. They want you to hate the very one who wants to free humanity by reconnecting them to actually following in the footsteps of our great prophet, the Messiah, Jesus. Peace and blessings be upon him.
Who taught you to hate yourself?